I have 4 tattoos, and I didn't really like tattoos up until maybe a few years ago. I don't know, my parents are really strict about them, and I, never really liked the idea of having something on my body that was going to be there forever, especially if I was going to come to regret it later. But then I started traveling, and I started meeting different people and seeing different types of art and getting all sorts of new ideas, and I thought, maybe I'm just looking at this the wrong way. So I decided, what the hell? This is my first tattoo. It's of an airplane, obviously. And I got it because, well, I love airplanes. I have my entire life. This one in particular is actually a Boeing 747, which, aside from being an American icon, is the plane that I flew on my first solo backpacking trip. I guess you could say it's kind of the thing that started it all. Now, I like all my tattoos, but I feel like this one's especially important because I never looked back at a tattoo and thought, wow, that's a really terrible idea. I think it's allowed me to keep a far more open mind about things like that, even if my mom didn't talk to me for a couple of weeks after I got it. Sorry, Mom. My second tattoo is an anchor on my wrist. It doesn't really mean anything, but I've always liked anchors, and I've always kind of thought of them as the original tattoo, so I thought that was pretty cool. I got it done down in Patpong last year, and if you know Bangkok and you know Patpong, then you probably can figure how that night started and where it went from there. My buddy Sam actually tried to talk me out of getting it, but I was like, it's my birthday. YOLO. My third tattoo is a suitcase. U2 is one of my favorite bands, and if you've listened to All That You Can't Leave Behind, or you've seen Beautiful Day, then you definitely recognize this icon. For me, it's all about wearing your passion on your sleeve. And remembering to take it with you wherever you go. I actually got this tattoo on New Year's Day when I was in Koh-Phi with my friends, and the power went out not once, but twice while I was getting it, so... They're really not kidding when they say, choose your dodgy island tattoos wisely.
Swag!
And my fourth and final tattoo are 2 mountain peaks that I have down on my side. I got it after my trip to Everest Base Camp a few months ago, and while a lot of people ask me if it has anything to do with that, it's actually more about a story that my dad used to tell me. He said there was these 2 mountain peaks that he could see from his hometown growing up. And they looked like the kneecaps of a man maybe stargazing or just looking at the clouds. After Nepal, I realized just how dangerous and scary mountains and climbing could really be. And it's so crazy to compare it to something as docile as just sitting down and observing nature around you. Just how relative life around us can really be. All my tattoos are important. They all serve as a reminder of where I've been, what I've done, who I've met. And it kind of just goes to show that every experience is one worth remembering, no matter how you express it. I also just realized that I've never told my parents about the last tattoo that I've got, so, sorry. Love you. But I want to hear your tattoo stories also. Leave a comment below to share it, and I'll see you next video. Peace out, guys.